Ministers presented a paper touching on the upsurge of COVID-19 cases, availability of vaccines, but also the issue of vaccinating children, which has been dominating public discussion. One, we noted that there is a rise in the number of COVID-19 cases since the last week of May this year. I hope you know, as the media practitioners, that we are seeing a rise in the cases of COVID-19. The average number of cases have increased from 20 cases per week between January and May to now over 600 cases per week in the month of June. And that is alarming because we opened the public space at the beginning of the year. The positivity rates were down. The number of cases were few, and we're saying from January to May, we were registering in the country about 20 cases per week. But in the month of June, we have now seen cases increasing, about 600 cases a week in June. The positivity rate, as we reported earlier on, had dropped below 1%. Positivity rate means if we test all of you, how many of you test positive? That rate had dropped to less than 1% in the population, but now it has raised to 3.5%. And this might mark the beginning of the fourth wave. We have had 3 waves. So we are worried that this, unless we take remedial action as Ugandans, this might move into another wave, and we must take caution. And the laboratory examinations are indicating that it is still Omicron variant that is responsible for this upsurge. You recall last year when we had a deadly wave, it was occasioned by Delta variant, when we lost very many people in the country. Then the preceding wave was Omicron. So even this one, the laboratory tests which are being done indicate that it's still Omicron. So there hasn't been a change in terms of the variant. But just to comfort you, because when you mention this, people start saying, oh, they are going to lock down again, shut down the public spaces. No, we are not saying that we want to go into lockdown, but we just have to take extra caution as Ugandans, because there has been complacency also. There has been complacency when the positivity rates came down, people relaxed and behaved as if COVID-19 had completely gone away, and yet it is still lingering around. It is still part of the problems that we have. That we go ahead to have children vaccinated, and particularly we shall start with children between the ages of 12 and 17 years using Pfizer. And as earlier communicated, we guide that the parents should give consent for their children to be immunized. There are people who spread a lot of fears in the public about the safety of this COVID vaccine. We would like to reassure the public that these vaccines are safe and efficacious. Efficacious means effective. They are able to protect you, and they are safe, they are not harmful, because we went through the procedure, the trials which are done before they are allowed to be used on human beings were satisfactory. And we are scientists. We have reviewed all those processes. there is no reason whatsoever for anybody to get worried about these vaccines, even among children. Therefore, any efforts to protect our children should be welcomed by all Ugandans. You should not fear. The effort is to protect all of us, adults and children.